คนไทยวันนี้เกษราจะมาไลฟ์เป็นภาษาอังกฤษ continue เรื่องประเทศไทยนะคะขอพูดภาษาอังกฤษค่ะแล้วก็มีเพื่อนมาคุยที่อยู่เมืองไทยคือคุณจิมสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
Hello everyone. Right now, I'm right here in America. I'm host this live stream from America, and I do my series about talking about my country, Thailand. This is my first episode. My first episode was I talking about my country, Thailand. When anybody interested in Thailand, want to go to Thailand or just want to visit or just want to know more about Thailand, you can follow my I should to put the link on, right, Jim? Can I put the link on in my video?
Yeah, or you can just add it to the description. Yeah.
Okay. And my second one was the episode about Thailand is I talking about how you enter Thailand. And the third one I talking about I forgot what is my third one. Maybe I try to put the link on, but last night I do about Thai street food. It's pretty fun because I cannot sleep and I get up and just look at YouTube and see all the good Thai street food and I do a little bit of that. But today, my friend, I invite my friend from Thailand. He not from Thailand, but right now he in Thailand. We will talk to you about how you travel in Thailand. How easy is it? I would like to introduce my friend here. What's your name, sir?
James Becker.
Tell you a little bit about yourself.
Hey, well, I'm the husband of Kessera Becker in this video, and we married 34 years ago. And back when I was just after I was done with Peace Corps, we got to know each other better after we'd met, a few months. But we were not able to get together right away. I won't tell that whole story right now, but what it means is that we've known each other a long time, and we've traveled in time too.
Okay,
And
good.
We've seen probably all the changes.
Your microphone.
I've got a phone number calling from
Okay, I introduce and I invite him because he is a foreigner right now, but he live in Thailand. He will show your experience about how you travel in Thailand. Okay. What is going on, sir? You okay? You still hear me or not? It might be a little bit problem with connection. Yeah. Today that I will focus in talking about Thailand is not big country, my friend, but I want Mr. Becker there, my guest, to talk to you about how he traveled in Thailand. From how many years ago when you there? Would you share a little bit experience about your travel, please?
Yeah, I mean, when I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Thailand back in the 1980s, and so yeah, there's a big difference between that time and now today traveling here. I'd like to say pretty much it's gotten better in a lot of ways. I think particularly Bangkok, I think, is easier for tourists and people to get around in. A few exceptions to that still, but if you're careful and if you're willing to learn about the different systems that are there now and available to you, you can really get around a lot easier. I wouldn't say faster all the time, but it definitely, quite a bit less stress in my opinion anyway. And getting around the rest of the country, it's not that different than before, really. There are trains, there are buses, there are some really nice improvement to some of the buses. I'd say that the vast majority of your destinations in Thailand, you can get what they call a VIP bus, that's going to have nice seats, lots of extra leg room, and and pretty good storage for your bags and things. So I'd say, that's an improvement too, over 30 years ago. We had tour buses back then, and they had the beginnings of some VIP buses, but I don't think they were at the level they're at now. There's some minor differences between tour companies, and we can go into that a little bit later on, in terms of looking at them. It just depends on where you're traveling from and where you need to get to, in terms of how you can choose different tour companies and things. Yeah.
Okay. I understand when you in Bangkok, you have more choice, right? Because Bangkok is big city. You able to travel by what? Train? They have
Yeah,
train
there's
everywhere. Go north, go south, go east, right? They have train. They have big
right. Yeah,
train
you got
station.
the regular trains now. They have a very brand new big train station on the north side of Bangkok,
Yeah.
close to Chatuchak Market, and
Yeah.
not very far from Don Muang Airport. So there are literally, you've got the commuter trains that will connect you to that train station. You can get there by taxi. You can get there by multiple ways of getting there. So
Okay.
it's
Have you have
it's
any
really,
experience like on the trains get out of the Bangkok? Sorry.
yeah.
Where do you
The
took
news
the
station.
train?
Yeah, we came in from, actually not out of Bangkok, but into Bangkok. We came in from Khon Kaen into the big new train station, which is called what? Can you tell me what that's called? I forgot. I'm blanking on it. I'll come back.
I don't
I'll
know.
get it.
Never mind about calling,
Yeah,
because some of these
yeah,
foreigners they will not remember. But just give them some idea. I cannot remember
yeah.
it. And
But yeah, go
I
ahead.
would like you explain a little bit about more sphere about the the train. It
Yeah,
give my customer, my friend right now, a little bit picture on the train. How convenient is it? What it look like?
they're pretty convenient, and they've got, depending on where you're going to, you usually, there will be a first class, second class, and I think there's a third class. Depending on the train and where it's going to, it will have at least like one air conditioned car, which may or may not have like sleeping compartments. And but like let's back up a second now. For the main route from like that people often take is like from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, and that is very often like an overnight train, and
Uh-huh.
you can get sleeper cars, you can get first class, second class that have sleepers in them, and they're very nice. They have some very nice amenities now, and there's different levels. If you're on a budget, you can definitely choose something to fit your budget, and so it's an interesting experience.
Good. Thank you. Sorry. Did you think
Yeah.
when you compare the price between you travel, example, I get into Bangkok. I want to go to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is very popular destination in Thailand.
Yeah.
Chiang Mai gonna be on the northern part in Thailand. And do you think I should to take the train or airplane? And what is different? What is the pro and con about this? Hang on, I gonna say hello to my friend. You keep
Yeah, you got
talking.
a bunch of friends popping up here.
สวัสดีค่ะสาวลาวใต้สวัสดีค่ะแม่โกศลวันนี้ตอนนี้พี่เกษราทำซีเรียส about ทำเป็นภาษาอังกฤษพูดถึงเรื่องประเทศไทยนะคะนี่คือเป็นคุณแม่โกศลด้วยวันนี้จะพูดถึงเกี่ยวกับเรื่องการเดินทางที่ประเทศไทยสาเหตุที่ทำเพราะว่าในช่องของพี่เกษราบางทีมีคนต่างชาติเข้ามาเยอะแล้วทีนี้ เขามาฟังเราพูดภาษาไทยเขาฟังไม่รู้เรื่องแล้วเราอยากจะทำให้เป็นพิเศษเลยทำเป็น EP พิเศษไปนี่เพื่อคนต่างชาติที่เข้ามาชมแล้วเขาจะได้มารู้จักกับประเทศไทยเรามั่งใครที่เคยไปแล้วหรือใครที่ยังไม่เคยไปคือพูดง่ายๆเป็นช่วยกันเป็นการโพรโมตประเทศไทยนะคะถึงถ้าพูดภาษาอังกฤษมั่งก็ขออภัยเพราะว่านี่เป็นเอพิโซดที่เป็นภาษาอังกฤษเราจะให้ฝรั่งฟังรู้เรื่องเพื่อเป็นการโฆษณาประเทศไทยเพื่อเขาจะได้รู้จักประเทศไทยให้ดีมากขึ้นแล้วก็อาจจะสักวันหนึ่งเขาอาจจะอยากไปเที่ยวเมืองไทยนะคะขอบคุณมากที่เข้ามาทักทายแล้วเราจะดำเนินเรื่องต่อไปนี่สามีค่ะน้องสาวอุบลใต้นี่คือสามีคือแฟนของพี่ตอนนี้อยู่ประเทศไทยสวัสดีครับหน่อยครับคุณจิม
สวัสดีครับทุกคนพี่น้องครับ
มีตอนนี้มีเพื่อนเข้ามาคุณสาวอุบลใต้กับเพื่อนเกษราที่อยู่อุบลราชธานีคุณแม่โกศลคนนี้เป็นเพื่อนที่เกษราพูดให้จิมฟังว่าเกิดปีเดียวกันเดือนเดียวกันเราก็ห่างกันแค่3 วันนะคะลองคุณจิมสวัสดีสวยๆหน่อยสิสวัสดีครับ
ไม่มี2มือสวัสดีครั้งเดียว
ไม่มี2มีมือเดียวสวัสดีครับนะคะ
เดี๋ยวมัวนี้แล้วใส่
ค่ะบอกให้ทราบก่อนขอบคุณมากที่เข้ามารับชมเดี๋ยวหลังจากจบไลฟ์นี้พี่จะไปพูดเป็นภาษาไทยเรื่องของเราแต่นี่ขอให้เป็นพูดให้ฝรั่งฟังก่อนว่าถ้าเข้ามาในเมืองไทยแล้วเพราะพี่ทำมาหลายเอพิโซดแล้วคนติดตามเขาจะรู้ก็คือมีเพื่อนฝรั่งถามมาเขาบอกว่าเขาอยากจะรู้จักเมืองไทยให้มากขึ้นแล้วพี่ก็เลยได้ความคิดว่าทำมันไปเลยหนึ่งเอพิโซดนี้ทำเป็นเรื่องเป็นราวไปเกี่ยวกับประเทศไทยเพื่อที่จะให้ฝรั่งเขาได้บางทีเขาดูแต่โฆษณาเห็นแต่รูปสวยๆดูแต่โพรโมชันเขาไม่ได้รู้เรื่องจริงๆทีนี้เราอยากจะเอาชีวิตจริงๆที่อย่างแฟนพี่เนี่ยเขาไปอยู่เมืองไทยมานานแล้วตอนนี้พี่กำลังให้สัมภาษณ์เขาแล้วให้เขาพูดเกี่ยวกับว่าการเดินทางของเขาในประเทศไทยเขาทำอะไรเขาได้ไปเดินทางยังไงมาบ้างแล้วคนต่างชาติเข้ามาได้เชิงเขาจะได้วาดรูปออกว่าที่เมืองไทยมีอะไรมั่งที่ถ้าเกิดไปอยากจะเดินทางเพราะคนส่วนมากฝรั่งส่วนมากเข้าไปเขาจะไม่ค่อยไปทัวร์ค่ะเพื่อนๆต้องรู้ถ้าเป็นคนเอเชียนี่จะไปทัวร์เพราะว่าเวลาเราไปที่สนามบินเราจะเห็นใช่ไหมคนเอเชียเยอะๆแล้วก็หัวหน้าจะยกธงขึ้นคือนั่นเขาจัดทัวร์ให้เรียบร้อยแต่ส่วนมากฝรั่งเขาไม่ไปอย่างนั้นเขาไปกันเองฝรั่งเขาจะเดินทางแล้วไปเองเพื่อประสบการณ์เขาจะไปเรียนรู้กันเองมันต่างกันค่ะแค่นี้เนาะเดี๋ยวเข้าเรื่องกันต่อขอบคุณมากๆคุณแม่กระสนคนน้องลาวใต้โอเค we go more about the travel
Yeah
remember the question I asked you when
we're
I
talking
would
about
like
the
to go to Chiang Mai
train from Bangkok to Chiang Mai and
it how
so I
far
think
how many hours you think
because it's like overnight I think it's close to 10 hours or 11 hours even
maybe
'cause
12
it's
hours
not even though it's not it's not an express train and it does stop a few places
โอเคตอนนี้
but
เราพูดถึงเรื่องนั่งรถไฟไปเชียงใหม่คงประมาณสัก12 ชั่วโมงนะเพื่อนๆคนไหนรู้บอกด้วยนั่งรถไฟนอนรถไฟนอนจากกรุงเทพไปเชียงใหม่คงประมาณ12 ชั่วโมง
yeah
and the price
I think the
the
price
price is
only a few hundred bucks
cheaper than airplane
it's cheaper than an airplane for sure depending on what class you get I mean it'll be higher
okay
price for first class and stuff but it's still not going to be it's still going to be cheaper than an airplane but it takes
but
you longer
airplane
too
it take only what 1 hour
more an hour any place in
1
Thailand
hour
about 1
maybe
hour
around what $50 can we get $50 one way
oh yeah easy long as you buy a few
because
days ahead of time people who don't
in Thailand
people in a hurry sometimes they get stuck
yeah
they get stuck paying more so if you're in a hurry
because in
if you're
Thailand
not
we
in a
have
hurry if
in
you're not in a
Thailand we
hurry
have the
go ahead
in Thailand we have you can find everywhere right now even I the another day I just explored. You can fly from Bangkok to Loy Et. I never know before. I think maybe have the Bangkok to Ubon Ratchathani. We need to go search for that too. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Right now in Thailand, very convenient to travel by airplane when you really doesn't have time. Like a tourist, most of the time you go in Thailand maybe only 1 week, 2 weeks. But you know, when you travel by train or by bus, you will see more sightseeing, right? That is the cool about you travel in the bus because you have to go to a lot of town. You will see more Thailand. Okay, hang on. ค่ะขอบคุณมากน้องสาวลาวใต้ให้สติกเกอร์มาเยอะแยะมากมายขอบคุณมากนะคะ ขอบคุณมากถ้าน้องอยากจะฟังพี่พูดกันเพื่อเป็นความรู้เรื่องภาษาอังกฤษมั่งหรืออะไรก็ได้ฟังบางทีภาษาเนาะถ้าเรามีความสนใจเนี่ยไม่จำเป็นต้องรู้เรื่องทุกคำหรอกบางทีเราฟังไปเรื่อยๆแล้วมันเข้าหูอาจจะได้มั่งไม่ได้มั่งแล้วการที่พี่เกษราเคยมาอยู่อเมริกาเมื่อก่อนก็พูดภาษาอังกฤษไม่เป็นนะคะมาอยู่แล้วทีนี้เรียนภาษาอังกฤษจากไหนรู้ไหมจากsoap opera I try to tell my friend how I learn English I learn from soap opera ดูจากละครน้ำน่ำเพราะว่าพี่ตอนนั้นยังไม่ได้ทำงานหรืออยู่บ้านอยู่บ้านเฉยๆแล้วก็เปิดไอ้โทรศัพท์ไว้โทรทีวีเปิดโทรทัศน์ไว้แล้วก็ฟังละครภาษาอังกฤษฟังจนโอ้โหจำได้เนาะมันฟังทุกวันเนาะเรียนจากนั่นแหละค่ะพูดง่ายๆจำได้เพราะว่าจำได้แม้กระทั่งว่าไอ้คนนี้เป็นพระเอกเสียงยังไงนางเอกเสียงยังไงมันพูดอะไรกันเนี่ยนี่คือถ้าเราฟังบ่อยๆมันเข้าหูนะคะต้องขอบคุณมากๆถ้าสนใจก็ฟังเราได้เลยเราไม่มีปัญหาโอเคฟังรู้เรื่องโอ้เก่งมากดีมากฟังรู้เรื่องเก่งมากถ้าน้องอยากจะถ้าสมมุติว่าน้องอยากคอมเมนต์มาคอมเมนต์ให้พี่ด้วยเพราะว่าเรา2คนนี้พี่ก็มาอยู่อเมริกานานคนแฟนพี่เขาเคยไปอยู่อเมริกาอยู่เมืองไทย30กว่าปีที่แล้วแต่เขาเพิ่งกลับไปเมืองไทยอีกทีปีที่แล้วกับปีนี้นะคะเอาเลยค่ะมาจอยกันได้เลยเสียดายพี่ไม่มีอะไรเขาเรียกสตรีมอะไรยาร์ดพี่ไม่มีพี่อินไว้วันหลังอินไว้มาคุยด้วยกันโอเคจิม my friend here สาวอุบลใต้ she understand what we talking about
good yeah if you have experience in anything we talk about
เอาเลยเอาเคยค่ะมาช่วยกันเพราะนี่เป็นรายการโฆษณาประเทศไทยโอเค now where we are now okay
we're still talking about trains I mean if anybody got experience with what we're talking about they can add write in comments
ใช่ถ้าน้องมีอะไรที่ใหม่มีข้อมูลใหม่ๆบอกพี่เกษราด้วยอย่างสมมุติเรื่องราคาอะไรอย่างพี่จำไม่ได้แล้วมันมีอะไรที่พิเศษไปกว่านั้นเขียนมาให้พี่แล้วพี่จะได้บอกไปเลยนะคะขอบคุณมากค่ะโอเค now when I get to เชียงใหม่ now it doesn't matter I go on train or airplane how convenient I gonna go to my hotel right
it just depends on where your hotel is really it is not hard because either one you can still use a taxi or Grab I used Grab from Chiang Mai Airport a few years ago so
yeah I know you use Grab how easy to use Grab in Thailand what do you have to have app or what how
have
to
an
do
app on your phone just use your phone and you can put in the address for where location you want to go to and you can check the price and if you want to use so that way you can see and then you can also see how many cars are available for you how many cars are close by
you can choose what kind of car you want
they have different levels Grab has different levels now they have like 3 or 4 different levels for price for size of car like if you have a lot of big bags and you want an SUV you can request an SUV
I understand
so if you need a big bag And that's the other thing. I mean, I guess the other tricky people, because I don't think about the baggage that much because we're here
Mm.
already. We have a house. We can keep things in our house.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
have to take it with us.
Mostly, I
People
believe.
traveling,
Yeah,
people traveling might have to bring their bags with them. So you got to
yeah,
be a little bit careful. If you choose an airline, you need to be a little careful about baggage and carry-on size, because some of the smaller planes or smaller airlines like Lion Air, and maybe Nok Air, and some
they
others,
limit, right? They limit how much
they
they
have
would.
some limits. Yeah, so you got to look at what the limits are. You can pay for anything. I mean, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
still have to. So you need to look at the limits and how much it's going to cost you for your baggage. And that's where the trains would be very convenient.
Yeah, convenient, but up to the time, like I said.
Yeah,
But
just
I
the
mean,
time.
I
Yeah,
know that
it's just the time thing.
a lot of tourists, when they just want to travel in Thailand, couple of weeks, they will not bring a lot. Not like our friend that all the
Oh my God.
family. We have friend visit us last year. They about what 4 adult and 1 child. They have like more 10 suitcase, something like
Yeah,
that. You have to rent the car only. You have to rent the car. It's not convenient at
yeah.
all.
That's
That's what
one
they
we
did.
missed
They didn't
too.
bring the car.โอ
That's
เค
one option we
ข
didn't
อ
talk
ตัว
about.
ก่อน
We
เข้าน
missed
อน
that.
ไม่สบายเป็นหวัดด้วยเป็นไข้หวัดด้วยนะโอเคโอ้เพื่อนรักษาตัวนะจ๊ะอย่าไปพักไลฟ์แป๊บหนึ่งก่อน เพราะว่าร่างกายอ่อนแอแล้วนอนดึก รักษาตัวทานยาซะ My friend is sick right now คุณแม่โกศล
Oh,
ไม่สบาย เข้านอนไม่ต้องห่วงเรา เข้านอนเลยขอบคุณมากที่เข้ามาแวะชม มารับมาทักทายเนาะเข้านอนรักษาตัวหยุดไลฟ์ไปสักพักก่อนให้ร่างกายแข็งแรงก่อนนะเพื่อน เพราะถ้าเราร่างกายอ่อนแอแล้วโรคมันเข้าได้ง่ายค่ะไปนอนให้สบายนะคะ ขอบคุณค่ะ โอเค I meaning yeah when you really come back a big family that is only one thing you need to do is rent the car in Thailand we have
yeah.
car rental right
That's
everywhere
another option. We don't even talk about that. Yeah, that's another option. You can rent cars pretty easy in Thailand now.
but rent
So
the car you have to know how can drive in Thailand
yeah,
because they
just have
are
to be ready to drive on the left-hand
yeah
side of the road and handle
yeah
the different kind of traffic. So
don't be surprised about that but and the traffic is a little bit talking about the traffic in Thailand because you are driving in Thailand now please
yeah. So
share a little
Thailand,
bit experience
any road that's got like a 2-lane highway is basically like a 4-lane highway, because either side of you you're gonna have motorcycles and 3-wheel vehicles on your left side, and then you're gonna have more cars of you on the right side. So it's almost like having any 2-lane road is gonna be 4-lane road, because cars and other kind of size vehicles gonna be everywhere. And it's more like a river than a road.
you better than me I don't know how can drive in Thailand
Yeah, it's not hard once you get used to it, because everybody watching out for each other. They watch for each other pretty good. I mean, when you guys made me drive back in early 2000s or whatever it was in the
make you
Kornsawan,
drive okay
you
in
made
Nakhon
me drive
Sawan
in the Kornsawan. I didn't want to drive. I had to drive you guys to the market like 2 or 3 times. The first thing I noticed there's that people watching out for you pretty good, because I get too close to the market and I have to start to get over, and there's all these cars and motorcycles and stuff, but they're watching for you and they let you go. So it's not as hard as it looks, I think. You
yeah
just have to be, but you do have to be cautious and be aware that you're going to have smaller vehicles in your blind spot all the time.
yeah
And
have to be
you have to be careful for them and not be in a hurry.
very alert I know that even
Yeah.
I'm not driving I sit on the passenger side I'm very scary already because always have motorcycle come to my side because
Yeah, the
motorcycle
motorcycles are always
everywhere
over there, and they most of the motorcycle is pretty good, but then you got the kind that go around you on either side, and they have to take responsibility for themselves when they drive like that because they're going 60 kilometers faster than you, and you just can't. That kind I don't worry about looking out for, but I watch out for is the ones that are can't go any faster,
Yeah.
and you know that they can't do any better than they're doing. So you really got to be careful for those folks. But the ones that go flying past you, yeah, whatever. They had the speed, they had the power, yeah, but it's their life, man. I can't guarantee I'm going to see them in time because they come flying by you.
Okay.
It's not right.
Hello, what me? I gonna speak now. Never we not speak the same time because we far away. We have
Go,
the
go,
world far away from each other. Hard to communication. Like, okay.
go.
Another thing I want to know when I'm foreigner get into Thailand, I bring my family. I want to rent the car. How about driver license? What do I need? They don't need
Yeah.
driver license. Or what is it?
Thai police will want you to have an international driver's license, but
Meaning when? Okay.
I think there are exceptions to that sometimes. The best thing to do is to read. I think most places are going to ask you for one, but it's not necessarily necessary all the time. That's what what I hear and what I understand. So
Okay, now I will ask you. You stay in Thailand how long now that you're driving?
I've been driving close to 2 years now, I guess. I just
And
started.
what kind of driver license you have?
I've got
What
a
you have
Thai
to do?
driver's license.
You have Thai driver license?
Yes,
How you get? How you get Thai driver license?
I have a Thai driver's license up in Khon Kaen.
Yeah, I know. What is the process? How difficult is it? You get
It's
your
not.
Thai driver?
It's not too difficult. I mean, you have to have your name. I guess you have to have your name on a Tabian Ban, and
Oh, okay.
they have some things like that taken care of.
You have to have
Um,
address that you stay in
yeah,
Thailand.
you have to have your
And
address, your long term. Maybe I don't know if you have to have a long term visa, your
okay,
passport.
visa address and do you have to take the test?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to watch. You have to watch about 6 or 8 hours of video too.
Okay.
And,
Online.
online, and so it's kind of an online safety course. It's pretty good, really. It's not a bad. It's not a bad thing for you to have to watch that because it does show you a lot of Thai traffic, and you get to see a lot of different things.
Mhm.
And it kind of helps you understand what they're thinking about the safety laws here.
Like a rule of the
And
road here in America?
yeah, yeah. And you'll see a few things in there that are on the test, so it's not a bad, it helps you to watch them. Um, but the test is not difficult. You can pass it online, and then
Okay.
basically they have that information then. So when you go in, they'll have your information about your test and so forth. And
And what do you have to do at the office? You have to go drive for them or what?
no, you don't drive for them. You have to do a reflex test,
Okay.
your reaction time. So they're going to measure your reaction time, and then there's a couple of vision tests that
Okay.
they test you on your vision. Which one is kind of like lining up some things. They're kind of checking your vision for lining up stuff, your depth perception and stuff. I'm not sure. I just kind of kept doing it until I got it right.
Okay.
Because I didn't really understand what that one of the vision tests was about. But she just kind of the girl there kind of guided me until I got it, so it wasn't too
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Okay,
Go
now
ahead.
we talking about transition transportation in Thailand. We have airplane. You can travel domestic flight. You can travel by train everywhere. You can travel by bus. That they have big bus station in Bangkok. When you want to go to the northern part, they have different kind, a different way. It's a bus, right? Northern bus
Right.
station, southern
And
bus
north
station, and northeast,
and east
or
and
maybe
east, yeah,
yeah.
northeast and south, yeah,
And we have taxi. You can call taxi anywhere.
yeah.
And we have Grab. You're talking about
Mhm.
Grab, right? You can call
Grab,
Grab.
yeah,
And
Grab.
then another
You
thing
do
that's
have
very popular in Thailand is tuk tuk. We want to talking about tuk tuk
tuk-tuk,
because I know a lot of foreigners see the advertise tuk tuk ภาษาไทย tuk tuk.
tuk-tuk.
Where you can find tuk tuk. You talk a little bit about tuk tuk now.
Well, tuk-tuks are going to be mostly in the popular tourist areas, I think, because they, um, and not just tourist areas, though. They pick up kids from school and things like that too. So they have different people looking for different clientele, but just like taxis do.
But
They're
then
just
they
they're smaller.
not go very far, right?
Most of the time not. Yeah, most of the time not very far.
Okay, tuk tuk is more like
They're very loud, and they're kind of in their open air, so it's a fun thing to do when you don't have baggage and you just want to get from like to downtown or something. So it's not, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because they
And
have open
I would
air in
try it
Thailand. It's pretty hot.
during the daytime when they aren't as likely to have been anybody's not likely to have been drinking anything too. So
Yeah.
that's usually the only bad experiences I think I hear about are when somebody's had some alcohol, either the traveler or the driver.
Yeah. Because they don't have a lot of cover, the open air thing. Have
Yeah,
to be very careful.
so
Okay.
they just need to be careful about that.
Okay. And another
Um,
travel that you should to experience in Bangkok is boat.
yes,
Because Bangkok
definitely.
have big, beautiful Chao Phraya River. Go to
Yeah,
Bangkok, beautiful. Yeah. They
yeah.
have.
And there's some really nice back kind of neighborhood type areas you can get rides into. You can get a Chao Phraya all the way to some of the floating markets. You can get there by that way. Um,
You
you
can
can
rent
get
a long tail boat.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You can rent on the boat,
Along.
and you can get them to take you to several places. You can go to the
Yep.
big Buddha. You can go or
Yeah,
um,
you can rent it. And you can
yeah,
tell them where you want to go around Bangkok there, what temple you want to do. I
yeah.
believe about 500 baht.
Yeah, they have set up tours. There's some nice tours with that.
Yeah. It's pretty
Um,
convenient, but that's what I want to do next time we went back to Bangkok. I would like to
yeah,
ride on the long tail boat
that would
and
be fun.
go to the
Yeah,
temple around there because you
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 can go
can
all the
hear that.
way. You can go all the way to the Queen's Workshop up near Ayutthaya.
Yeah,
I did
they
that
have
once
the
like 30 plus years ago. It's a long ride.
I
It's
I
a very
used
long
to
ride.
I used to go. I went there a couple of times from you have to they have like a tour package.
Yeah,
You buy the tour package from Bangkok and they took you from Gung Bangkok to Ayutthaya. They will show you
yeah,
the Queen workshop. They will show you the palace, Bang Pa In
yeah,
Palace in Ayutthaya and few temple. It's pretty fun. It
yeah,
talking about whole day trip. But
yeah,
when you really want to do that, it's another kind of very relaxed and experience for that. Okay.
yeah. And there's some nice routes, like if you want to go where you can actually save some time during rush hour. Like remember you and I think one of the girls or both of the girls were with us, and we went from the Golden Mount Temple. We went to
Yeah,
the
that is
boat.
in
We
more like
took
a
the boat. we
small
took the
small
boat to
farm
downtown.
yeah
Yeah, we took the boat downtown to the Sukhumvit area, which
yeah that's pretty
probably
fun
saved us
too.
a good hour. So
Yeah, I mean, when you're really interested on that boat route, you can go online and find all where they will take you. It's just so
yeah,
fun. There's some kind of experience. Yeah,
yeah,
because Bangkok back then they have a lot of canal. They have a
yeah,
lot of canal. They used to call is a Venice
yeah.
town in Bangkok
Benefit
back
days,
then
yeah.
because they use a lot of canal. Yeah, that's why the boat take you everywhere. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Whatever we will talk about, I don't know how long here. I cannot go more than 1 hour. But
I don't
anyway,
know.
here, that's how you travel in Thailand. It's pretty convenient. And
Yeah, I
now we're
mean,
talking about
mm,
example. Example. I
okay.
lost in Thailand.
Huh.
Okay, because we used to lost in Thailand before. Remember when we
Yeah,
sometimes the bus drop you off in the bus station and you want remember we went to south of Thailand before with our young
right.
girl. We
Yes.
we rode the bus from Surathani to I believe Hua Hin, and they dropped us out on the big roads, and our hotel was way in the
Yeah,
town. We don't have any
yeah.
place anywhere to pick us up. We don't know what's going on. Yes, sometimes you
We
have
had
to
to
be
ride the
away
motor.
from
We had to divide up. Yeah, because we had Sabrina with us, I think, and we had to divide up onto two motorcycles or something like
yeah.
that.
Sometimes you need to do something like that. You have to be aware in
Yeah,
Thailand, not meaning yeah, because
that's the
even
other. Oh, that's another
aside
kind
that,
of transportation too. We didn't talk about motorcycles.
yep,
Yeah,
the motorcycle is very big in Thailand too, especially in Bangkok. Yeah,
they
because
can be convenient sometimes. Like I was trying to get back to our niece's house from
uh-huh.
the Sukhumvit area because I bought some cakes to take back home. So I'm carrying
Yeah,
these two cakes around with me, and I'm trying to order a Grab, but the traffic's starting to get bad, and it's on the
yeah,
Sukhumvit Road. So my Grab taxi was on the other side, going the other direction from me, and I'm on this one corner. So I go talk to the motorcycle guy because I figured maybe they can help me talk to my Grab driver and figure out where he is and help me get there or something. So I gave them the phone and let them talk to my Grab driver. Said, "Oh, he's just like over there, about 200 meters that way."
mhm.
So he's right. So yeah, I can take you there. And I jumped on the back of the motorcycle and I'm carrying a cake, one in each hand on either side of me. And I'm riding down Sukhumvit Road carrying these two cakes to my Grab taxi. It's probably
Yeah,
about 300 meters at the most. I mean, I could have walked
yeah,
there if I'd known exactly where he was, but I didn't know he was that close. And when we stopped, I'm like, oh my God, this guy gave me a ride for what? And he's saying I only need to pay him 20 baht. I gave him 40 because I was like, yeah,
yeah.
at least make it worth his while.
Thai people, remember that Thai people very nice, very nice.
Oh, they're very nice. They're very
They're
helpful
very
too.
nice and sincere.
Most
They
people
don't
can
want
be
a lot
very
from
helpful to
you,
you if
but
you're nice
some,
to them. Yeah. But I
but
think a lot of foreigners, yeah, that's the thing about traveling that bothers me most probably is listening to the news and hearing about stories of people who had troubles with a taxi driver, or troubles with a tuk-tuk driver, or troubles with a motorcycle guy. I've never once had a problem with a taxi driver or motorcycle guy. I've had them be like maybe not as nice as some others. Like some of them don't want to talk to you, or some of them don't want to go there, so they just don't take you. But long as and most of the time in taxis, you're going to have a meter, and
yeah,
now, at least now is the case. There's sometimes when they're allowed to turn the meters off. Like I think when there's really high volume traffic near an airport, they're allowed to turn it off and give you like whatever their best price is. But most of the time, they're being guided by that meter, and they're not going to get lost on you on purpose and make the meter go up. They still burning gas if they have to do that. So there's no advantage to them to give you a joyride. So I never had any problems with traveling with people. If you talk to them nice and if you don't like their attitude, let them go. Don't get in.
Okay, now you're talking about taxi. Now we have to be aware in Thailand when you step in taxi, the meter sometimes they can set up regularly at least 30 baht first.
Usually start about
Or
35
later,
baht.
yeah, and then they go from there. That's why you're not surprised. I just jump into the car while 30 baht up. That's what they limit it. They have to start right there
Yeah, that's
and
normal.
then add on. But at the airport, different. The airport, the meter will start with 50 baht, not 30 baht.
Right.
Different.
Sure.
Because those taxi have to pay the fee for airport. Did I do?
Yeah.
I do my homework for this.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's why.
The other thing they might ask you for sometimes is if you're going to, especially if you're going to the airport or to the city, to the downtown, they might want to use the expressway. And the expressway is going to cost them 50 baht to get on. So you need to give them 50 baht.
You the one have to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We have to pay for that expressway.
Yeah, I've done it multiple times.
That's right. That's why we need to explain for foreigners sometimes. That's why sometimes foreigners don't understand. They said they're cheating on them.
Maybe one of the
really not. They have to know the rule. Some people doesn't know. Like I said, when you sit in there, they come up already 50 baht. Meaning, oh, this cheating on me because it's not. Some foreigner doesn't know about what's going on.
Yeah.
And then they take you go over the expressway. You have to pay extra another 50 baht. This a lot of problem with foreigner because they don't understand. That's why we get fighting. That's what it is. But when you know the detail already, you will not.
When you want to get someplace faster, you have to pay the price for the expressway. If you have to go, it might end up costing you about the same if he has to go another route because it might take him that much longer. So you're better off to take the expressway and pay the extra baht to get on.
Okay, now I think we're talking about how we travel in Thailand. Pretty covered already. Now I would like to interview you as you, the foreigner, say in Thailand. What do you think about the life there, about travel? How do you feel? How comfortable for you to travel in Thailand? How safe it is? Because when a lot of foreigner, when you're talking about Thailand, I have one friend here comment for me for another day. They asked me how safe is Thailand. He asked me, is Thailand have a lot of crime? Can you answer that because you have experience stay there?
You have to be careful like you are traveling anyplace else in the world. I mean, I've never personally had any problems traveling in Thailand. I don't recall. I mean, you can lose something anywhere. I mean, I think I personally have done some dumb things and I maybe lost something somewhere, but I don't recall being a victim of crime. Oh, wait a second, Elton. I do have one example.
Okay.
And this is a pretty funny one, actually. I was getting ready to take a bus back down south from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. And so I went to the counter to buy a ticket from a tour company. And the person's there, they're all dressed up in their uniforms and everything. And they take the money from me. And they give me a ticket. They write out the ticket. Oh, darn it, my phone's not balanced now. Sorry.
It's okay. Yesterday I dropped a couple times.
Yeah, here, hang on a second. Okay, now I got it. So I get ready to go. The time on the bus, comes, no bus. And then I go back to the counter, no bus company.
Huh.
They set up.
You
They
never,
set up. They set
you
up the
never
fake.
tell me about it.
Oh, this is from back in the when I was still in Peace Corps.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd gone to Chiang Mai for a day, and was coming back to Bangkok.
Meaning fake?
And huh? It was
Meaning
a fake
fake in
bus
it too.
company. Yeah, they took my money.
Scammer.
They gave me a ticket. There's no bus company. So I took my ticket and my stuff to the manager's office in the Chiang Mai bus station, and
Okay.
they were like, "Uh-huh, yes, no problem. We've seen this before." And they I actually got a partial refund from them. Can you believe that? That's pretty
But I
cool.
mean, they have to know who do it because they're gonna
He
be right
acted
there.
from his reaction, it was not the first time it had happened. It's like, darn those kids, they got us again. You know?
Wow, and they have to be very careful. Meaning
Yeah,
when here that is good example. Meaning whenever you want to buy the ticket, you have to go
yeah.
buy like at the window. Yes, you said right.
Yes, but I bought at a counter,
In
at
the
a
counter.
very official looking counter. They just set up in an empty one. Very,
When in the
very, a lot of guts, man.
when in the counter have to be one of those employee to do it.
This was like more than 30 years ago. I don't believe that this would happen as easy today because so much more is electronic, and they have to check for your passport number and stuff now. And they have a lot of electronic stuff. It'd make it much more difficult to do that today. Back
Yeah,
then in 1980s, it would have been everything would have been paper. So
yeah,
it's a lot
understand.
easier to fake it back then. But I had that one example. You asked me if I'd ever been a victim of crime or anything. That was the only time.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, it was nice, but then treated me very well. I mean, the bus station person was
Mhm.
good to me and helped me get my next ticket and made sure it was a real ticket and made sure I got on the real bus and the whole 9 yards. So it was pretty
I
cool.
glad to work out for you. Let's see
Yeah,
how
that
long
was
I might be finished soon here. Keep,
yeah.
hey,
Okay.
maybe
You're
today I might be make you stay with the light with me longer than any time because I know you enjoy to talking about your experience in Thailand, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
Right. Thank you so much to join my live stream because in my channel like I talking about here, I try to do the
Yeah.
series about episode about talking about Thailand. Every day I try when I have time because right now I work in the evening in the like this time I have time to come to talk and share experience for my country Thailand to my friend that out there who whenever here or might be check in later give them some a little bit thought about hey Thailand and they listen and they will know about Thailand more what they thinking about. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
สสวัสดีครับเพื่อนๆแค่นี้กฤษ
สวัสดี
ดาก็จะ
ครับ
ขอลง
สวัสดีครับทุก
แค่นี้
คน
ขอบคุณเพื่อนๆที่เข้ามาเยี่ยมแม่โกศลแล้วก็น้องสาวลาวใต้นะคะเพราะว่า
อืม
กฤษดาบอกแล้วว่าถ้ากฤษดาทำภาคภาษาอังกฤษถ้าเพื่อนๆไม่อยากเข้ามาไม่มีปัญหาเพราะว่ามีจุดประสงค์ที่จะโฆษณาประเทศไทยพูดถึงเรื่องประเทศไทยแค่นี้ค่ะขอบคุณมากขอบคุณคุณจิมที่เข้ามาร่วมแชตด้วย
ครับ Good night
Good night นะคะ
ครับ
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
ไปออกไม่ได้สักที